Welcome to this Goldilocks Productions presentation. Before we begin the show, let's go over quick guidelines. Callers, if you would like to get on air to ask the show host a question, please press 1. All those callers that do not press 1 and any blocked phone numbers, unlisted phone numbers, and Skype callers whose phone numbers do not show up on the switchboard, you will be in listen mode only. It is not mandatory that the show hosts bring on callers. So please keep your questions to one question only and be mindful and respectful of the other callers that are calling in and of the show host as well. If you have any issues or any problems, and even any compliments or testimonials, please contact the Goldilocks Productions show producer and owner at the email of goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Again, that email is Goldilocks with a Y, goldilocksproductions@hotmail.com. Thank you. Now on with the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the In the Psychic Flow Show with Carolan Carey.
Good evening, listeners. Thank you for joining us here on In the Psychic Flow. My name is Carolan. I am your host. I wanted to point out a couple of things, a few announcements for you before I bring on our very special guest this evening. We have a nice lineup coming for celebrating Halloween and Samhain and all of those good crisp weather, fall kind of festival feeling. We have some wonderful guests coming up this month. Tonight we have a very special guest, Laura Romeiro. We're going to talk to her in a little bit. On October 24th, we have Kelly Jo Psychic, and her website is kellyjopsychic.com. She is a paranormal investigator and a psychic medium from childhood. She's a paranormal investigator, and she's going to talk to us about the tools and things that we need to get rid of the ghosties in our house. And so it's a very informative evening. That'll be next week, so please join us for that. That will be October 24th at 8 p.m. here in the Psychic Flow. Now, the week after that is Halloween, October 31st, and yes, we are going to have a bang-up show, let me tell you. We have Christy Sumner from the Soul Sister Paranormal Group. She is going to join us. They are sisters and friends that travel the U.S., checking out different locations. They've had a couple of homes in Florida, not Sarasota, but in Florida, on the East Coast, I believe, that they were able to help the family with. So they have some very interesting places that they have visited and what they have found. And what I like about them so much, and their website is soulsistersparanormal.com, is that they debunk, certain situations that they don't feel are actually paranormal, and they do provide evidence regarding places that are. So I thought that was very interesting. We also, the last minute here, I just got a confirmation that we will be having on November 7th, Brittany and Daniel from the Sarasota Paranormal Investigation Science Group. Now, they are wickedly entertaining and very interesting in their approach to paranormal investigation. So we really look forward to that. So tonight we have a very special show with Miss Laura Romeiro, Mrs. Laura Romeiro, who is a delightful guest, one of the nicest people I've probably ever met. I guess that's why she deals with angels, because she's a very nice person. She has a wonderful show. It's called Angels and Healing Light Show on Goldilocks Productions. She's a wonderful host. I've had some readings from Laura that were quite outstanding, and the reason I am so impressed with her work is she's also jumping into mediumship. But her reading, she uses so many different decks, and it's individualized to you, what she feels you will need. and she is she's like at a first name basis with every angel up there in the ethers and the heavens. So it's always good to have a friend in high places, you know what I mean? So if you're doing your Halloween paranormal investigations and you think you might need some angelic help, this is the girl to go to. I'm telling you. She is something else. So, and also let me point out before we get rolling, we've got callers stacking up. They're just going crazy because they didn't get a reading last week, so they're calling in this week. And if you have any questions at all that we can help you with, please limit it to one question so we're respectful of the guest and all of our other callers. I wanted to point out my website, which is carolancarey.com, CarolanCarey.com, and I hope that you will consider me your spirit connection. So, with all that said, let me see if we have Laura here waiting. I'm sure she is waiting, and I know you're waiting to hear from you. Laura, are you there? Can you join us, please?
Hi, Carolan. How are you? And thank you for that wonderful introduction. Hi, everybody.
You're welcome. Thank you. All true. Not blowing smoke. I've had the pleasure of experiencing readings with you, which encompass so much. It's not just the reading. I mean, I suppose anyone who's a professional can give you a very adequate or excellent reading. What I enjoy about yours is I feel like I have been cleansed inside and out. I feel healed inside and out, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It has such a calming effect that it really, I think it's more than just a reading. It's a reading and a healing. And I just can't thank you enough for that. So I'm putting that out there. Your website is angelsandhealinglight.com, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So listeners, please look up Laura's website. It's a beautiful website. She is an animal communicator. She is a health practitioner. You're teaching CPR again now and teaching angelic reading classes. So please talk to us about all this going on.
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, last week I held an angel card reading class at the Spirit University in Bradenton. It was wonderful, and I've done it with you at the Sarasota Center of Light, and it's such a wonderful experience when people will take that leap of faith to open to get those messages, and when they get them and they realize how much those messages matter and how much they interact with their, they say, well, that's the exact same thing I was worried about. I've been worried about this. I've been thinking about that. And they get the most amazing answers to their questions. And it's such a beautiful thing to watch. So two of my goals, why I do this is I feel so strongly about having a good, strong connection with angels because I know what they can do for us. And I know that everybody has a guardian angel. So my mission and my goal is to help everybody remember that, to connect them with their angels, to reconnect them with their angels, to teach them about angels and healing, and just to bring it to, it's such a simple but profound thing. And the angels are so profound, but at the same time can be very simple as well. And anybody can have a beautiful relationship just by talking to them, asking for help, asking for guidance. They're there to help us, and it's not at all difficult. But I'm really passionate about that, and I love my relationship with my angels, and they do so much for me and for all of us. So I love to help everybody, make them a part of their lives.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for reintroducing me to the angelic help that I have, and I have not stopped relying on them. Occasionally, I think most people, we forget. As a psychic medium, I do not forget that I have guides. I do not forget that I have teachers in the spirit world. I had a very interesting reading yesterday from, Caroline Crawford in Sarasota. And she's from England, and they have her and her husband arrived here. I got a very nice message from her. And the reason I bring this up is because we need, as mediums, yourself and myself, we need an impartial reading once in a while, too. And she was reminding me of the guides that I have, and someone that I knew that I trained with that had just passed about a year ago, and I didn't have confirmation, but I got confirmation yesterday. So it was bittersweet. You know, it was sad, but I was glad to have the connection and that she's part of my spirit team. But sometimes you forget that we have angelic help here. And
we do.
They are willing, they're willing and waiting to help us. So let's get the ball rolling here and start answering some people's questions so they can see just how beautiful your work is. And it is astounding. It really is. Were you ready for that? You want to take some callers?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Area code 256. Are you there, please? We'd love to speak to you.
Yes. My name is Kimberly. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi.
Do you have a question for Laura?
Yeah, I do. It's about advancement of my career. I'm in a place right now where, you know, I'm learning to tolerate, go with the flow. But immediately when I accepted this position that week, I knew that it wasn't a good fit for me. But I'm learning from that decision. And my question is, how do I navigate through this to the next step?
So kudos to you for realizing that it is a learning experience for you and making the best of it. So that is a gift in and of itself, I'm being told. And you will be able to reap a lot of benefits from that. So how you handle it is, because you've realized that it's not a fit, it opens the door to you discovering exactly what is the right fit. And even though it sounds very simple and mundane, it really is opening a big door for you. It's going to open a plethora of opportunities for you. So it is, in fact, a little cause for it's a cause for celebration for you, because it's just a short stepping stone into the next thing for you, which is going to bring you joy, because you're going to allow yourself to, and I'm being told you allow yourself to finally not settle. So if you've been settling, this is going to be the pivotal point for you to make that turn into, you know what, I'm already in a place where I don't like, and okay, it's not killing me, I can live with it, but I know that the next thing I do, I want to be really happy with. So it's going to help you stay focused and driven on that drive. So and you will get there, and it won't be very long to something that makes you happy. But give yourself a lot of credit for realizing that this is a learning experience, and it is actually going to open a lot for you. So it's just the beginning of great things to come. But the message is, and the lesson is, to focus on the things that drive you, that make you happy, that make you, that you're passionate about, because that will also help you grow like nobody's business. So you're on the right path, believe it or not.
Great advice for Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly, for giving us a call.
Good luck, hon.
Thank you.
That was very insightful, Laura. Thank you. You know, sometimes we can't get to all of our callers, but there's always a message from the angels, I noticed, that apply to a lot of us. You know, I could take that message as well that you just gave, Kimberly. You know, that it is preparation. I think it calls for patience and understanding, and it's celebrating yourself that you got this far. You know, that's kind of the gist of what I got. Is that correct?
That's precisely it. And just the fact that she recognized that, oh man, you know what, she's not being ungrateful about the opportunity. So for her to say, yeah, I'm not in the right place, but I'm learning something from it, that right there, those two things right there are what's opening the door for her to go on and do amazing things and let amazing things into her life. And so That's right. Sometimes we don't think we're in the right place, but we actually are, even though it may not feel like it. There's always something there that tells us what we need to do to be happy.
Very true. I had to learn, spiritually mature and learn, and the more that you're in this work and the more that you open yourself up to opportunities to use this work, you find out that Spirit has a plan, or God has a plan, and sometimes we are the last ones to find out about it, and sometimes it doesn't look like the piece of the puzzle that you're in at the moment is going to fit the big picture, but it does, and sometimes we just got to have faith in those hallways, you know, and I think that's where she's at, and there must be a reason that she's going through that, and it may prepare her for the absolute best thing that's ever happened. So, great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you. How about area code 850? Are you there, please? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Welcome to In the Psychic Flow. What question do you have?
Okay, well, I was kind of wondering. I want to move, but then something came up that might give me the opportunity to stay, and I was wondering what the Spirit thinks. Should I stay here, or should I just go ahead and move, you know, as soon as I get all my funds together?
What's your name, hon?
Keisha.
Keisha, okay. Let me have Laura answer that for you. Laura, what do you get?
Keisha, even before you finished talking, my head started shaking no. So stick where you're at for a little bit longer, for a while longer, until you know for sure that the time is right. So, yep, you're right. There is an opportunity for you, so it's not time for you to make a move change right now.
Okay, yeah, because all this stuff is now coming through, and I'm like, well, I just typed in my little notice to move out. Should I stay here? Yeah, okay. So do you think I got one opportunity coming through? So do you think the second one, because the second one I'm really hoping, if I get that, I'm definitely would like to stay here. So what do you feel about the second opportunity?
I'm seeing you like you're climbing the stairs, so you're stair stepping up higher and better opportunities.
Right, yeah, definitely.
So congratulations.
Okay. Yep, congratulations. Have some patience and some faith, honey, because you want the best thing for you, and sometimes a move is not the best thing. So sometimes the grass is not always greener, you know what I mean? So good luck. That was a great message. Thank you so much, Laura, and thank you, Keisha, for calling in.
God bless you. Both of you. Bye.
Thank
you. You too. And may I add, ladies, and everyone listening, but especially the two ladies that just called, Archangel Michael is really wonderful when you're looking to make career changes. He's like the career guide, and it's not well known that he does that. But if you're looking to make a change in your career, ask him to help you, and he will just keep pointing you in the right direction. And as long as you're, you know, on that path, he'll keep nudging you. So just ask Archangel Michael to help you with that.
Now that's interesting. I don't remember hearing that before. I mean, that would make sense. To me, he's always with the sword, and I always consider him protection. But he could also be using that sword as like cutting a swath, like a patch, a path in front of you. You know what I mean? Like getting your obstacles out of the way so that you could, that makes sense now that you say that, to getting the obstacles out of the way for you to have a better opportunity.
Yeah. And he does so with a lot of love and compassion. And so he's typically known to be very fierce and very protective, but he's also very loving and very compassionate, and he has a great sense of humor. So, you know, just ask and you'll get, if it's for your highest and greatest good.
I kind of get the message from the spirit world. He's not a farmer, you know. And I was like, you know, like he's using his sword like a sickle, you know. And he was like, I'm not a farmer. I thought that was pretty good. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to refer to you as a farmer. I'm just like, you know, he uses that sword in many ways.
He's like that, though. He's like that, though. He's got that sense of humor.
Yeah,
man.
That's great. That's great. It's always nice to know. You know, I always thought angels really have a hard job. After I saw that movie, Michael, with John Travolta, that was years ago, right? He was the sloppiest angel, you know, but he was, and really played the part really well. the first picture of him in that movie, he is in his shorts, his boxer shorts, smoking a cigarette, a little overweight, no shirt on. You know, the last thing you would picture as an angel, right? And dancing. Yeah, and dancing. And I had to laugh because I think to myself, gee, do they get time off to be like that? You know, do they get any time off? But he turned out to be a remarkable angel. I won't ruin the story, but if you have a chance, I would watch it because it does give you a sense of humor about that. I thought that was great. And who would be the perfect angel if, besides Michael? I would assume Michael. Let's say you're doing a paranormal investigation this month, which is probably a lot of people are going to be doing. That's not your thing, and it's not my thing. But who would they call on? Would you suggest Michael and who else?
Michael
Anyone
and
else?
the guardian angel.
Uh-huh. Because people are really intrigued by the afterlife, and the paranormal dimension is one way that they explore that. It's not mine. It's just spooky for me. But they are really curious, particularly working with the earthbound. And someone has to do that rescue work. Someone has to do it.
Well, I'm glad you
people
bring
who
that
are trapped, you know.
The angel that I would call on to help with those spirits would be Archangel Azrael, and he's the angel that helps us. He's, called the angel of death, so to speak, but he's actually the angel that comes and takes our hand and helps guide us to heaven. And so when we make any kind of major transitions in our lives, whether it's birth or death or moving from one side of the country to another, Archangel Azrael is a beautiful angel that helps us make those transitions more smoothly and more peacefully. But especially when we pass on, he is there. I'm getting so goosebumpy. I just love this angel. He is there with so much warmth and compassion that if you would take his hand, he will make this beautiful transition to heaven, where you're greeted by nothing but love. So for me, to help earthbound spirits, I would call upon Archangel Azrael.
Okay. Very
and
good
I'm getting
advice.
a big confirmation on that too. It's just such gentle compassion.
Very good. Thank you for answering that question. That's very helpful. I have another caller for you, and it's area code 504. Are you there, please?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Mary Lou.
Okay. Do you have a question for Laura?
I normally just like to ask what Spirit wants me to know, but if I have to ask a question, I tend to always ask about love.
You don't have to ask a question.
Okay. No. Anything Spirit has for me there?
What do you got, Laura?
Let's see. What's your name?
Mary Lou, and I'm in New Orleans.
Mary Lou. Well, Mary Lou, right now you're being bombarded with hearts. So this is a sign and a symbol from heaven. And they're saying this is not just the angels, but from your loved ones in heaven,
right.
But and a lot from the angels, and they're just bombarding you with hearts. So they're just sending so much love to you. It's coming down upon you. It's swirling around you like a cyclone almost. You're just absolutely encompassed with love. And they said there is nothing more important than love, and we want you to have all of our love for you.
I have a beautiful image here for her as well. Thank you for that, Laura. That's lovely. Mary Lou, I want to say to you, you have a grandmother in spirit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. She holds in her hands the dove of peace, beautiful white dove here, and this is what I want to say to you from her. I have a baking kind of feeling around her kitchen, somebody that would be in the kitchen. It sounds very generic, but I apologize for that. But the message that I get from her is you are embarking on something new, and I want to let you know that you have support on the other side. I also have the word of mention of an uncle So I have a grandmother and an uncle feeling here. I hope that you would understand who that is in spirit. But they are giving you support as you embark on a new either venture or adventure or pathway. Would you understand that?
I'm not sure about that. I keep trying to create a new career, but it keeps not happening.
Okay. I think they are trying to tell you that you will do that, and you are embarking on that, and it is going to happen. It may not, as we mentioned before, as Laura has mentioned in a reading, and I've said, we don't always like the way things are unfolding, and we don't always appreciate what we're going through at the time. I think there is something better for you, and I think, are you an entrepreneur? Is that what your goal is here?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to happen. I like the feeling of it, and I don't know if it has anything to do with cooking, baking, restaurant food, anything like that. Would you understand that?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Did somebody cook on the other side? Was a grandmother cook, or did she do something? The reason I'm asking is it looks like a chef's hat to me here. In spirit, so I want to pass that along. So I don't know if your business would be associated with that, but please don't feel you've been left in the dark. You're knocking on doors. You're in the hallway. You just haven't hit the right door yet. So, Laura, what do you think of that? What do you think of her situation?
I think that Mary Lou, there is something positive and new. It's on the horizon. It's coming, and I know you can't see it yet. And they're asking you to remember that it is there, even though you may feel frustrated. They said that feeling down, if it's starting to drag you down, you need to correct that course. Feeling down and dragging your energy down is going to lengthen the amount of time it takes for you to get to where you want to go. It's really slowing you down. So make sure that you're staying positive and upbeat and looking on the side that you know that it's coming, because you need that higher energy, that higher vibration, so that it can come to you sooner. Does that make sense?
I totally agree.
Good.
Well, good
I'm
luck.
so glad
Good
that
luck
Laura could answer your questions, and I wish you a lot of luck, hon.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Have a nice night.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. It's like we were saying, we don't always know why we are where we are. And I do it too. I rail against, this isn't fair, this isn't right, it should have worked, da-da-da. And guess what? It's not in my hands. And that's the way it is. I have to remind myself of that there might be something better coming than I can imagine. And that's kind of what I was told at a reading yesterday. So I was very grateful for that. So sometimes you just have to keep the faith. If you are ready, Laura, our next caller is area code 269.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. Hello, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
Good. My name is Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi. My question is surrounding a job, career.
Okay.
I should say good job.
Okay.
What's your question?
Just is anything coming up about jobs?
A job for her.
Okay, let's see.
I'm being told it's not a job, it's a career.
Oh, that's even better.
Right. What I had is a job. What you're going to have is a career. I retired from a job. I didn't retire from the career. Go ahead, Laura.
Archangel Raziel's coming here to say that you need to use your God-given power and intention to help manifest these things that you want in your life. So what does that mean? That means that you need to sit down and just ask with every bit of your heart, and you need to do a lot of introspection to help you get what it is, what you need, because there's also something that's happening. What's happening in 5 years? You've got something coming up in 5 years. There's going to be something. I don't know. Are you retiring in 5 years? Is there something's coming in 5 years?
I mean, I could. I don't really want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, you've got, the world is your oyster, so to speak. But you have to put together, they're telling me, they're saying this is already written out. It's already done. It's already written out. And what you need to do is come say, all right, this is what I want. This is why I want it. And how may I have it? How can I get it? Is this going to be what's best for me? But it's a lot of introspection, a lot of soul searching. And then you're going to say, all right, I have this plan. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Bam, I need to go get it. How can I get it? So it's going to be all about you asking for the things that you want. And as simple as it sounds, what that's going to do is lay out a road. They're like showing me, they're paving a road for you. Asphalt, yellow lines, everything. So they're laying out this road for you. They're waiting for you to make the decision to say, yes, this is what I want. And when you do that, because when you do that, that's going to create that passion and that drive. They're going to literally showing, they're putting you in a car and driving you to it. I love these images. So the minute that you decide, this is what I want, bam, 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 here they're going to start putting you in the car and driving you there.
Well, I came from a place of that, actually, and I feel like I'm going in reverse. I graduated. I went back to grad school to enter into a new career, adjacent career, and I've been looking for a job in this career since 2015, and I've had one interview. So I've been looking at doing other things that I'm qualified to do just to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. But that's what I really wanted to do for years, and now like the wind is out of my sails,
I sure understand that. So ask Archangel Michael to help you get everything in line, and Archangel Raziel to help you manifest this, because it's already done. It's a matter of timing right now, but you have to come back into that place where you're so driven and passionate for it, and they're saying, tell her it's not a waste of her energy or a waste of her time. This is about you seeing yourself as if. And having, because even if this position presents to you and you're not in that frame of mind where you're going to, snatch it up and own it, you're not going to get it. So you have to go in with the attitude that this is mine. I know it is. I know in my heart this is mine. And when you get to that absolute point, bam, it'll be there. So it's about you coming back to the passion that you were feeling and the drive that you had before, which, when life starts catching up and we lose that drive, it's easy to feel that way. So you need to get back to that passion and that drive, because it's already there waiting for you. They're just waiting for you.
This is Pam, correct?
Yes.
Pam, let me ask you something. Would a chef's hat and the word curator, like in museum, mean either one of those mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, so I don't know who they're for. Are you like in psychology or social science or social kind of work? Are you in some kind of work with people or consulting or something?
I was a music teacher for many years.
Oh, and what are you looking for now?
Now I'm going into technology, educational technology.
Oh.
So I'm still in the realm of education.
I don't see why you're not snapped up, because you've got it all.
I don't have experience I don't have experience in educational technology, and they want 3 years, and apparently they're getting it because I'm not even getting interviews.
Wow.
So that's my new field, right? But how do you get experience if it's your new field? So I've been in this catch-22, and
ask the angels to help you get it. They will make it happen when you're fired up and
like
rocking and rolling.
There's something here, and a museum might be part of it because of the education aspect. So what I kind of get is a particular niche. Like you might be using that in a particular niche. You know what I mean? In a particular off-the-wall kind of something you wouldn't have thought of. I think you're beating at the doors that are, let's face it, they're all looking for young kids that they don't have to pay, right out of school.
Right.
But somebody with the package that you have, You're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, super intelligent, clever. You're knocking at this door where you wouldn't be appreciated anyway. There is a particular niche or spot for you. And it may be within a newspaper. It may be within a museum. I don't know what it is, but it might be like part setup, education, and training. So, this is going to open up for you. You're just not knocking on the right door. And this is what we do to ourselves. We limit ourselves. Oh, I have to get this. No, Spirit may have a better plan, hon. And that's where we got to go. So I just ask you, we're going to pray for you and keep you in our thoughts, and just you keep going, girl, because it's there. And as Laura said, it's already mapped out. So,
yay.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Go get
You're welcome.
Thank
you.
Have
goodness.
a good night.
Thank you. We still have callers waiting. That was beautiful. I don't know why. I'm trying to give this chef's hat to someone, and I really don't know who it belongs to. I could have sworn it was one of our callers already. Area code 856. Are you there, please?
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
What's your name?
Rosemaria.
Rosemaria. Beautiful name. Laura, what do you get there? Would you have a question for Laura?
Either love relationship-wise not happening, or like the last caller, job thing.
Oh, job, career, or love? The big questions of the day. What do you got, Laura?
All right. So Archangel Raphael is coming forward to talk to you right now, and he's talking about. He's showing me that you're absolutely weighed down. You are so weighed down with I don't know what, but this is something that's absolutely draining you and holding you down. So this is something that needs to be resolved. And you need to do some self-healing. You need to I'm being told you need to have a come to Jesus talk with yourself. I don't hear that. But you need to really, you need to clear things out of your life that don't work for you, and that includes letting go of disappointments and also being very, very sure that you're not laying blame where it doesn't belong. So,
let me just interject here.
Standing up for yourself, too.
Was there a romance gone bad somewhere in your life, hon?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you please stop blaming yourself for that? Because what I get is a senior man, like a grandfather figure for you in spirit, that is saying, you have no idea what you truly deserve. You really don't. You're a princess, and you deserve the best. Stop beating yourself up. Just because you picked the wrong one doesn't mean your life is over. It's only a chapter. There's more coming for you. Laura, what do you get on that?
Exactly. And Archangel Raphael, he's being very adamant. He would really like you to just, release all the old, release that. He says you do have very, very bright things coming to you, but you're letting something hold you back, and it's just draining you. So
you're feeling
just
bad.
Take a deep breath, let it go, and he says, anytime you start to feel bad, you ask me to come, and I will help clear this energy away, and I will keep helping you as long as it takes. But you are a beautiful, very beloved child of God and all of the divine, and we are all surrounding you with love and light, and we lift you up and healing you. We lift you up with love, and we surround you with light and want to move you forward. We need your permission to help you get there. So please go ahead and work with Archangel Raphael.
Do you have any, I'm sorry, Laura, do you have any affiliation or any background in, like, security, airport work at all, like working for an airlines or a hotel or something?
Security, not directly for the airline.
Because what I'm getting is I can see the TV camera. It's like you're in, I would describe it as a, what do you call those things when you're flying out? I don't know, where the waiting zone in there in the airport. There's, I feel you in a uniform. I hear a radio squawking someplace, and I can see TVs, like security TVs going. And if the relationship was involved with that, you have to let yourself know that you have a loved one in spirit who is a senior gentleman, and he's showing me his shoes, and he's kind of doing a little soft shoe there, showing me off his shoes. So this goes back a way. His youth was back a generation or so, and he's trying to tell you, you're a beautiful woman. You don't need any crap in your life. Just because you have to be tough at times, like in a particular background like security, you got to be tough. You got to have a shell on here, an armor, to be able to do that job. That's not all you. There's a beautiful spot in you that deserves a good man, and it's there for you. So stop beating yourself up. You just made a mistake. It's not the end of your life. Go forward, woman. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have, and cleared up and did the healing and stuff.
Yeah, you will. So. You're going to find somebody who thinks you are just dynamite. So, good. Blessings to you. This looks like a grandfather figure to me. Grandfather, great-grandfather, okay? And so you ask your parents or your family, is there anybody that'd like to do a little soft shoe in your family tree? Because this gentleman really thinks the world of you. So, God bless you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Laura, that was fabulous. Don't you agree with that? I feel that she's just not letting herself be. She's going to keep beating herself up over this. Believe me, I've been there. We've all been there. Been there, done that. Don't need to do it anymore. What do you think of that? Did I lose my Laura? I hope not.
Oh, well,
Laura,
I
suppose
if I take it off mute, yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
I guess it would help if you took it off on mute. Do you have this thing that you're afraid to hear? Let us hear you breathe. Is that what it is?
Yeah, sometimes.
The first interview, I'm bringing it up, and I'm joking because the first interview I did with you, I was asking you questions and you weren't answering, and I'm like, oh my God, where is she? Did she fall off the face of the earth? And she's like, oh, I had to mute it because I was so nervous. I was breathing too hard, and I didn't want it to.
I just stop and take a breath because I was talking so fast I wasn't breathing, and I had to put the phone on mute and breathe. It was so funny. I still talk about that. It was
well,
brilliant.
I guess you're still doing that. Well, you can't give up yet because we have another caller, area code 973. Are you there, please?
I am. Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Jackie, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Yay.
What's happening, Jackie?
Hi. I have a question. I don't know whether it should be a question from the other side, but I wanted to ask about a change in a relationship. I've just noticed a change between myself and one cousin that I thought I had a rapport with. And she's just been trying to avoid me lately, and I don't understand why.
Carolan, that one's for you.
Is her mother in spirit, or is your aunt in spirit, or is there family in spirit for your cousin? Somebody close to her, female?
Her grandmother passed, but my mother is in spirit. But
I have a mother figure
brother.
here. Oh, and your brother is in spirit. Okay.
No,
here's what I'm getting.
brother.
Let me talk to you about these three people: grandmother, mother, and brother. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your brother says.
Her brother.
I love this. Her brother's in spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
Your mother is here taking your side, and her brother is saying, well, you did open your mouth. I'm sorry to say that. That's how I am, too. I get myself into, I think you said something, and not in a mean way. Would you understand that? You may have addressed a touchy situation with her or said something. The girl is not like you, okay? You may get along, but you both have different personalities. You know, you're a very heartfelt lady, and I feel that you're very caring, and you may have said something to benefit her, and she may have taken it the wrong way. I have her brother nodding. He has no problem with you, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Would you have said something inadvertently that she may have taken the wrong way?
Yeah, but
okay.
I figured she's supposed to understand.
The distance, though.
Her brother recently passed.
That's okay. He's here.
Okay.
He's okay. He's okay with you. He is saying to me, well, you kind of open your mouth. He knows his sister. He's not sticking up for it. He's like, well, you open your mouth, and she took it the wrong way. It's not your fault. I think it was coming from a great place. Your mother says to you, you are like the hierarchy in the family. You are like the matriarch now in your brain, or your role, you feel. In some ways, you are the matriarch. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you said something to advise this cousin, and she did not take it well. She wasn't going to give you a flack to your face, but I think she knows you're on to her. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, because her brother is nodding to me. So you didn't do anything wrong. It's okay. It'll resolve. By December, this will be over and done, if not Thanksgiving. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's my take. Laura, what do you get?
Archangel Jeremiah is saying that if everything is well, and that it will resolve itself as well.
Mm-hmm. It's just a way of exactly. You're just finding your footing as a strong member of the family or as an advisory role, and she's just learning what it's about. And this is a young lady that doesn't like to be told what to do or advised. It's not you're not telling her. You're kind of advising her, and she don't like that because you nailed it.
Well, okay. Here's the situation. Her brother passed.
Right.
My mother passed some years ago. I've been separated from my family.
Right.
And she lives cross country. And she knows the situation that I'm in right now as a result of some family members really jamming me up real bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't attend his funeral. As much as I wanted to, I also know I couldn't be in the presence of some of these other family members. And she knows that. Right? So I've always sent my love and support in the whole 9 yards. But since she's been around the family members, now she's avoiding me.
Right. She has been influenced, but it's okay because your mother feels that you are correct. Something went down, and I think it had been hidden there when your mother passed. This goes back. This is not your fight, honey. You didn't start this.
No.
All right?
No,
you're in the ring, but you didn't start this, okay?
Yeah.
You weren't there when the bell rang. So all you could do is be yourself. And you know what? They're missing a wonderful lady in you. As a friend, as a sister, as a family member. They couldn't do better than you. So you know what? Stick to your guns. Do what you do. Your mother loves you. And she says thank you. Your mother says thank you. Because I feel your mother may have felt put down by this family situation as well. So, sometimes we don't always...
I picked up where my mother left off and I'm moving forward.
All right. So that's where the matriarch part comes in.
Yes.
It's quite okay because it is what it is. Don't doubt yourself. You're fine. Laura, you got anything to add to that?
Archangel Jeremiah said there are hidden blessings and you'll understand them.
Yeah,
exactly. There's a hidden blessing, so don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
Don't even bother to reach out. Just leave it alone.
I would leave it.
Yeah.
It'll resolve.
Could I ask you one other question?
Sure.
I'm looking forward to eventually acquiring my mother's home and moving in. I'm actually the custodian of it right now, and I really was trying to submit some paperwork and get some contracts all together and just submit my stuff to the courts. Do you see any movement with that between between now and let's say the early part of next year with me moving?
Yeah, January, February.
Okay.
January, February, yeah. I think by March you'll be good.
Mhm.
What do you think, Laura?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay.
I see a lot of movement in and out the front door.
Yeah. It's not an easy situation, but you will get through
No,
it.
it's
and
not.
That's part of this.
That's why I couldn't go to that funeral, because
yeah,
the very same people that created the problems
there you
all
go.
were there. And
right.
where I'm at this point, I wasn't going to subject myself to that, because it would have been brutal. And I wasn't even there, and they had war going on. I'm glad I stayed here on the East Coast and not go.
Yeah, stay out of it.
As much as I love my cousin, but she, if anything, this one family member is supposed to really know how much I've been through.
Well, you know what? I think she has to learn to stand in her own power. She may be cowed, bullied by the rest of the family. So give her some time to think about it in her own way and process this. And I think by November, December, you're going to be okay. Honey, none of this is going to matter by March. They have a saying, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, how important is it? By March, you're standing in your own living room. There's no curtains on the windows yet. You're redoing things. I feel like you're repainting your room. You're doing this. You're doing something outside. And I feel like you're going to put some rose bushes outside in memory of your mother. And she says, thank you very much.
That's what
you're going to do it, honey. And she knows that. And she says, thank you very much. It's only paperwork. It'll get done. Just hang in there, okay? You're welcome, sweetheart.
Big hug, sweetie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have 3 callers in listen mode only, because I think they're either just checking us out, Laura, or they are too afraid to press 1. If you press 1, you might be able to get...
I think there should be an area code 586 out there waiting for you somewhere.
Oh, yeah, 586? Is there a 586 anywhere? Press 1 if you're out there. We're about 9 minutes to the end of our show. Whoops, hold on, 2 of them. Woo, somebody's pressing. Hold on, Tiffany's typing. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh, here we go, 586. Are you there?
Hi, Carolan. This is Rini, Laura's mom.
Hi, how are you?
586, Mom.
I was just listening to you guys.
Well, there's
how are
another 586 area code.
I'm doing well.
Too.
Oh, good. Did you want to speak to your daughter today, or what?
No, I was just listening to the program, so I will let you go. Hang up on me, and then you can take somebody else. Bye, honey.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Carolan.
Bye. Bye, Mom.
There's another 586 area code waiting for you, though. I know that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's that?
My friend Cheryl.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Tiffany's typing. Let's see what we got. Oh, here we go. They need to press 1, 586. You need to press 1 on your phone so that we can hear you. She says, Tiffany says, here we go. There's 586 on there holding. They need to press number 1. Tiffany is typing. Okay, she did. 586.
Yay.
Where are you?
I'm pushing 1.
Okay,
hey,
there
1.
you go. How can we help you? How can we help you tonight?
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi. Somebody keeps pushing 1 in the... I hear somebody pushing the button.
How are you doing?
Fine. How are you? I was just wondering, calling in to see if Spirit has a message for me tonight.
Okay. Laura, do you want to answer that?
Well, I know she would love an answer from you, but I'm going to do one for her, too.
Okay, I will answer her. And this is Cheryl, right?
Too.
Okay, Cheryl.
Yes.
I have a mother figure here for you. I don't know if your mother has passed, but I feel like I want to speak about your mother. Do you understand why that would be?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your mom passed, or is it someone close to her?
My mom passed.
Okay, good. Then we got the right doorway here. I just want to make sure. And I kind of feel, I want to let you know, she is quite funny. She is showing me, I don't know how, let me put it this way. I feel like I had an illness here that kind of sucked the living life out of me, she says. and she's showing me, she's being comedic here. She's showing me with this lovely white boa scarf around her neck and a powder puff in her hand. Why would that be? Is she glamming herself up? Was she a lady that took care of herself and the illness kicked the bejesus out of her?
Absolutely.
Okay, then that's what I want to let you know how glamorous and gorgeous she is now on the other side. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, it does.
Good.
100% better.
And she's showing me her toes, her toenails. She had a pedicure on the other side. And her nails are done, and she has rings on her hand. She's also showing me a bracelet, so I don't know if she was appreciated jewelry or she had some special pieces. But I want to say in particular to you, she says, thank you for not putting me in that god-awful dress. Do you know what she's talking about?
No, I don't. Not about the dress, no.
Okay, because I feel like somebody had suggested something else, or the funeral home had something, and you were like, oh, no, this is what she's got. I feel as if what I'm getting is, thank God you didn't put me in a good god-awful dress or that god-awful dress. I like the way I was sent to heaven. Would you appreciate that?
Yeah, because we picked
Okay, good.
Sweater.
Oh, okay. So a different sweater or something. Okay, thank you very much. I think that's what she was trying to tell me. She has, she is really. She shows me like a flappers kind of feeling with this boa, and she's got one of these big powder puffs in her hand. And so if that would make sense to you, I want to let you know that she feels like $1 million.
Oh, that is awesome.
Good. And she's talking about your earrings. Something about earrings?
I have 3 earrings here.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what she's talking about. But I want to let you know, thank you for such a great send-off. I am at peace. She says, I am at peace. Was there, I don't know if anyone prayed for her, was Catholic or had the rosary or something like that for her or given her that. I don't know if there's Catholicism in the family. I feel like, okay, because I see some beautiful crystal rosary beads in her hand. So I wanted to share that image with you, that she is also praying for those who prayed for her and for you on earth. So I just want to let you know that.
Beautiful.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to leave you with that message, and a lot of love to you from your mom, honey. And she's blowing you a big kiss. So she's fine. She wants to let you know she's fine. Okay?
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Laura, we have like 2 minutes. I want to say, what else is coming up for you, hon? Anything new?
Goodness, that was a great. Thank you for doing that for Cheryl. That was great.
No
making
problem.
Me really happy.
Good.
So what's coming up for me next month is I am actually doing a workshop at the Spirit University again about connecting with your angels and how to connect with them, and that's going to be a wonderful opportunity to learn how to connect to your angels. And I also do a meditation where you meet your guardian angel, and so I will be doing that in November. I think it's the 9th or the 16th. Isn't that good? I don't know. I don't know. It's the 16th actually. So hopefully anybody in the Sarasota area join me. And I have my weekly radio show, Angels and Healing Light, here on Goldilocks Productions, and that's every Tuesday at 11 a.m. So please join me. And if you visit my website, you get on my mailing list, and I'll send you a link and the angel message of the week too. That's Laura at angelsandhealinglight.com. You can email me. And I'm just doing readings and healing and studying readings and studying advanced healing with angel healing, and I absolutely love that. That's with Joanne Brokas's course. Mm-hmm. And otherwise, very happy that my mom, Irene, is here in Florida with me. So all is going well. I'm very happy to say.
Well, I thank her for calling in. She shares the same name as my mom, so I remember that.
That's right.
Yeah, she has the same name, and I think I'm coming up to do your show. Is it next Tuesday?
That's right, you are. Thank you for
I'm
reminding
next
me.
Tuesday. You got to tune into Laura's show, Angels and Healing Light, because I'm going to be on there being crazy.
Yes.
And it's always nice to have the two different styles. Your nice, beautiful, smooth, calm presence, and my wacky one. So there you go. It has been a delight.
I love doing shows with you. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a lot of fun, and you do great work. So.
Thank you. You too. It was a delight having you on. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to In the Psychic Flow. Good night, all.
Thanks for having me. Good night, everybody.